Morning YouTube, Louie here with the best silver gold deals of Wednesday, February 19th, 2025. Welcome all new subscribers. Every morning I go through all the best deals on the internet very early in the morning and then update the website you're looking at, bestsilvergolddeals.com. Let's get on to the deals and I'll highlight some stuff that you may want to know about. First, we're going to start with the market review. We've got gold up $3.40 to $2,938, and silver continuing its bull run to 32.89. There are more targets coming out from the big brokerage houses, pegging gold's run up to possibly 3050, 3100, and some even 3300 if this gold run continues, and that could absolutely happen. Silver at 32.89 is definitely in a bull phase here, and silver futures have broken over 33, which was support and held, and in the mid 33s now. Silver futures went as high as the low 34s recently, so we possibly have $1 or $2 of upside on silver here in the short term as long as the run continues. The GSR, as I thought, would come down. It has from 92. Right now it's at 89.41, having been as low as 89 this morning, and downside to, well, at least the high 70s, which could put silver at 37.38 pretty fast, as long as gold doesn't crack. Of course, the GSR can move by silver going up more than gold on a percentage basis, not on a dollar basis, or by gold dropping on a percentage basis more than silver. So any of those things can happen, and you'll have to judge for yourself which metal you like better. In the 10-year is up today 2.4 ticks to 4.568, and had been in the had been around 4.5. Let's see. Oh, this is a very long chart. Had been at 4.47 recently, now ticking higher. Although the dollar, let me get a one-day chart, the US dollar, the Dixie, is also up this morning. Okay, so things are moving around here, and lots of news in Washington, lots of news about the Middle East, the Ukraine, Doge. It seems like the markets are taking the Doge effort more seriously in its opportunity to diminish the deficit. And interest rates right now, the Fed is kind of locked in the cabinet right now, not knowing whether to go up or down when we have the economy, I think, is going to be stalling. We have lots of layoffs happening while we still have sticky inflation. So job numbers have been weaker and inflation numbers have been hotter, pointing to stagflation. And stagflation is typically good for metals, more so for gold than silver. If you're watching commodities to get a clue as to where the commodity side of silvers may be pushing or pulling it, we have copper right around flat this morning at 465. And it has been a bit of a pullback lately, but still has not busted a lower low. So copper looks to be headed to $5 again. If we take a long-term chart, you'll see it was 508 back in May of 2024. And if you can't trust the currency, well, you move to commodities. In the economic calendar today, what did I say? It was Wednesday? Yes, it is. And we've got housing starts at 8:30 Eastern, building permits, Fed head speaker, minutes of the FOMC meeting where people will be looking to see if he changes any of the language. Probably won't move the markets. Tomorrow we will have, definitely the markets will move on initial jobless claims and Fed manufacturing, U.S. leading economic indicators, and a Fed head speaker, and a Fed head speaker, and another Fed head speaker. So yeah, right now they're kind of trapped between higher and lower interest rates, and it could be that we stay flat here for a little bit with the long bond, right in the 4.5s, and the short rates not moving. Although the market definitely wants rate cuts, we'll have to see if that happens. We'll have to see some pretty weak economic indicators to give them cover for dropping interest rates more in spite of rising inflation. Okay, we've got neutral sentiment in the fear-greed index, so complacency coming back in the markets. Nonetheless, we've got the Dow down 67, the S&P down 4, and the NASDAQ right around flat. Bitcoin caught a little bid the other day, and that is now 96,260, up $930. All right, and moving on to the deals, let's see if we can ferret out something you can buy this morning. We'll start with the 1 gram gold. That is 105 over at bullion.com. And the 1/10 gold eagle is 318 over at Summit Metals. Remember, we got gold touching all-time highs here. Everything is going to look more expensive than it did a little while ago. 325 for a random maple over at bullion.com. And quarter ounce eagle also at bullion.com, 789. All right, if you're going to buy from them, try to take advantage of this discount code they so kindly provided you guys. I don't take any commissions from the big bullion dealers, but when they ask, I ask them to give you a rebate. And they're the only ones that have done it. I've asked several, and only bullion.com has done that. Quarter ounce Krugerrand is 772 this morning for foreign gold, a $5 commemorative. About a 0.24 ounce of gold is 730 over at Hero Bullion. That's U.S. sovereign gold without the Gold Eagle premium, but it still has a little premium. Quarter ounce random sovereign, any country, 756 this morning, so that would put you at about oh gosh, what is 756 times 4? My head's not working. It's very early, you know. 756 times 4, and you've got a melt on those of 3,024. Yeah, it's not the best deal in the world. So let's keep going here. Half ounce gold eagle is 1,505 at Summit Metals. Moving on to a 1 ounce gold eagle, that is 2,976. Over at bullion.com, and that is a crazy low price. So that is a good price right there on a gold eagle from a good seller, and it is a BU gold eagle, 79% off the premium according to them. They are really moving some metals lately. Typically bullion.com does not make it into my sort. Into the best deals, but that's a good deal right there if you just want to have a straight up purchase from a big bullion dealer. But we'll try to beat that. We'll try to beat that on Costco. We'll try to beat that on eBay using credit card tricks and tips and everything we know to do. Okay, a buffalo this morning, quite a bit more than that, is 3,028. I would not pay up for the buffalo if I could get the eagle for that price, but the buffalo is the best coin in the world, in my opinion. A 1 ounce gold maple is $29.89 at Summit Metals, about 40 bucks over spot right there. 1 ounce Britannia is $29.79 at Bullion Exchanges. Let's see, we'll skip the St. Gaudens this morning. A Krugerrand, which ought to be the cheapest of your sovereign gold coins, $29.75, but I'd get the eagle over the Krugerrand. And keep in mind, there are some tax advantages in the United States for owning U.S. sovereign gold. Okay, a 0.24 ounce franc. Did I go backwards? 561 over at Bold. Let me just move forward to a gold bar. A gold bar is going to be 2,980 with the advantage of that being in assay. And if you get that from a big dealer, it's probably going to be authentic, although they do fake these as well, and they fake the holders. And I think it's the Perth Mint bars that they fake the most, but I could be wrong about that. 2,980 for 1 ounce gold, but I get sovereign over generic gold if they were about the same price. A Platinum Eagle is actually cheaper today. Platinum losing steam again here at 1,143. That is a collector coin and only to be purchased if you know how to sell it. Matter of fact, anything you buy, really good discussion about what you should buy. And oh gosh, I don't know if I want to go into it, but before you buy anything like this, any kind of collector coin, which is nearly $100 more than random platinum, let's take a look at random platinum. That is random platinum coins, best price I can find, 1,075. Now this is just platinum sovereign coins, all right, if you want to invest in platinum, and that'll be about $100 over melt, or over spot, I should say. So, or you can go to a collector coin, which is whatever, $75 more than that, but know where you're going to sell. If you're going to sell to your LCS, don't mess around with collector coins, fancy coins, high premium coins, or anything like that. If you're going to sell peer to peer on eBay, on Instagram, Facebook Marketplace, something like that, then definitely the collector coins can definitely make you money and increase the size of your stack. Both sides of this argument are correct. It's good to stack generic low premium metals. It can also be good to stack higher premium collectible metals if you know how you're going to sell them. If that just doesn't ring your bell, then stick with the cheap stuff. Okay, let's keep going here. All right, we can get a silver eagle for 36.05 at bullion.com, and over on Walmart, nothing better this morning. 20 impaired, I'll call them culls, is $34.73 each, which is about $1.70 over spot. I've seen those generally $1 over at the 3 coin shops on YouTube I recommend, and I think you should bookmark all of them when we get there. Check them all out every single day. There's some great stuff they're offering, and some of them have pretty good buy prices as well. All right, let's move on. My green light is on, and I'm going to get more cautious if we crack, say, 33.50. What's been happening is the futures premium over the spot premium was as high as $1. Now that's dropped back to around 50 cents. So the futures market is going to have to get into the 34s, which will put silver spot in the 33.50s. If you see a 33.50 handle or anything in the high 33s, I'm going to get more cautious that we could repel off something like 34 or 35 in the futures market. Sorry if I lost you with that, but we're getting closer to my caution point, but my green light is still on, especially if you still have a small stack and you want to get metals fast. If you want to see what happens in here, you can hold back, and then but you know, if you buy anything that is a really good deal, you got a little better buffer against a pullback in silver and gold. We've got a silver maple at 35.07 at Summit Metals, also a good outfit, and we've got a kangaroo over at Bullion Exchanges 34.90. We'll try to beat these on eBay. We've got a Britannia 34.91 and a Krugerrand 35.51. Don't get the Krugerrand, why would you? Okay, here is a Philharmonic, which is 34.96 for that sovereign silver coin. And some of these spot, some of these don't spot. You'll have to do your research on that. I'm not going to slow down for it. Star Privy Eagle is going for 44.59 over at Bullion Exchanges. And some of those will milk spot, so be aware of that. Over on Costco, there are some things you can buy. The way we buy on Costco is you sign up for the Executive Club membership, and you commit to buying a lot of gold and silver on Costco if you do that to make it pay back. That costs $120 a year. If you have a Costco near you and you want to go buy toilet paper or something, that's the other way to make that pay off. And then you'll get rebates at the end of your membership period. You take that 2% rebate from the Costco Executive Club membership, not the lesser membership, only the Executive Club. You add that to a good rebate credit card. Personally, I've got a 2% rebate credit card. That's the Wells Fargo card. If you don't have one of those, get one. I've got a 2.5% rebate credit card from Alliant Credit Union. I've got a 1.5% rebate credit card through Capital One. And then the PayPal credit card and the American Express credit card will pay you 3%, but Costco doesn't take those two. Okay, so 4% cash back is what I'm ciphering with here. You can get platinum at $10.89, and that's going to be about 10 with $40 off, $50 off. You'll be at about 10.50 out the door, something like that. But still, platinum has a very high buy-sell spread, no matter how good a buyer and how good a seller you are. So I would avoid platinum for that reason. I only buy platinum. I do buy the collector coins for collector flip potential, but I only buy raw platinum bullion in my stock brokerage account. If you don't have a brokerage account, set up an self-directed IRA, and then you won't be hit with any crazy capital gains taxes. All right, but I diverge. I digress. Sorry about that. Let's see. I need more coffee. Oh, matter of fact, hold on one second. I'm going to get some more coffee. Okay, let's keep moving. Now we have gold here at 3,059. That's going to be after 4% rebate. That's going to be about $120 off, puts you at about 29.30. Okay, 29.30 is going to be below spot this morning, so you can pick up an Eagle on Costco if you have those two memberships. If you have a good credit card and that executive club membership, and you can wait to the end of your membership to get your 2% cash back. What some people do is they, use these tips and tricks, and then when the money rolls in, they use that money to buy extra gold and silver. Okay, so you can certainly do that. So we got two different platinum bars. I don't see any difference between the two, and one very good gold eagle there. I like the 25 pack. If that comes back up, I think you guys ought to buy that as well. Silver Eagles have been kind of non-existent on Costco lately. Let's keep moving. We got a new deal on junk I found this morning over at Hero, 24.31 times face. If you want to know what the melt is, you take 24.31 and you divide by 0.715. That's the number you ought to memorize, the only number you need to know. And you'll be at $34 melt. So you got $1 premium on a melt basis. You're paying $1 over for junk at Hero Bullion. But it's nice that they're dimes. I like dimes over quarters. Okay, so, and then you can get in a much bigger lot, you can get that for $23.89, so quite a bit cheaper for this large lot of $half. You may get some slicks in there, not sure about that, but it is definitely cheaper and much closer to spot. The bullion dealers on YouTube are typically selling junk for spot. Keep that in mind. If you want fancy junk, you can get these US proof quarters. All right, you're going to be ATB quarters in there, and there's going to be States quarters in there, and you can actually collect these, and you probably make date runs out of some of these. 24.45 if you want to pay up for that. I have done that before, but the LCS is not going to pay you any more for that stuff, in case you think they will. Okay, Mercs are about 25 this morning. Don't forget this 20 round deal over at Bullion Exchanges. Hopefully everybody has done this at this point, unless you're waiting for $25 silver. Ha ha! Who's waiting for $25 silver? Only people that are pessimistic about metals. If you're here, hopefully you're here to buy and not here to crush people that are buying, because not everybody is the same, and not everybody has their stack built yet, and you can't wait forever. Although we are getting a little pricey, so put that into your thinking cap and see what comes out for you. But you can make small purchases, you can slow down, you can dollar cost average, you can do anything you want, but you can't beat rounds at spot for $6.63 over at Bullion Exchanges. Only one of those, please. Okay, and new customers, more spot deals. Lots of spot deals for you new guys. Kilos are getting nosebleed pricey, $10.95 for a kilo. Cheapest price I can find is just crazy. I'm going to show you something that's a good alternative to that in just a middle. If you're buying the Devil Forge or the 2-auto electric furnace or propane torches and you want to melt some silver, you can do it right here with a kilo of shot. It's only 3 nines, but that's how that rolls. You can't, it's hard to find 4 nines. You'll have to melt those bars yourself if you want to pour 4 nines. Okay, I'm not going to do anyway, no, I'm going to skip the flowing hair this morning. Okay, let's do Silver Eagles. And Silver Eagles have not been a good deal on eBay generally lately, though there's that black eagle. You know, I love that one. Oh, that's so cool if you collect currency. All right, let's see. We got 720. 30, say this is not going to be for real. I think I checked this one yesterday. And he's got $12 shipping, and oh, these were all messed up. Look at they all grody. So we'll call those culls for 30. I don't know, call it 36 a coin for culls. No good. 738 for a 2010 roll. That's going to be 37 a coin, and about 36 out the door. Nope, people are raising their prices on Eagles on eBay. How about a big old lot of BU Eagles? Let's get to that one right there. And American Silver Eagles, they look brand new. There's 100 of them. Do check the listing. You can get that for 37 a coin, 36 out the door with the 3% rebate credit card. The cards I like are the PayPal credit card, the American Express Clear Blue Cash, and then rake in the 3%. That's going to take you from 37 down to 36, but it's not going to be better than the dealers. So, nope, no go. All right, I don't know if I even want to do the maples and whatnot anymore, but let's see. We'll just do maples this morning. Those are as cheap as 904. How about kangaroos? Those are as cheap as 888. That's about the best we're going to do on a tube of maples this morning. We'll do the Philharmonics, easy math there, tube of 20, and those are 728. That's going to be about 36, about 35.50 out the door for Philharmonics. No deal on eBay. Why are they raising their prices on eBay? Maybe they're not selling as much, huh? They don't want to sell as much. What do we got here? We want to do $10 face, so just look for the $10 face. $5 Mercs. You don't want $40 Mercs, right? Okay, so $243. Here's the deal. And is this a good deal? It's a good seller, good feedback. Nice looking quarters. If you're buying silver constitutional 90% junk, and you're buying something like Mercs, and they are shiny, just shine, be wary of that. Unless they're coming from a sealed mint bag or something. Some people take their junk, and it's filthy, right? You can get deathly ill from handling old coinage. I mean, like, just imagine they're putting some of these coins on dead people's eyes, and God knows where they're digging this stuff up, out of septic tanks, and God knows where. You can get very, very sick from grody old coins. Now, so I recommend, I wouldn't mess with them, but if you're going to touch them and handle them and play with them, use gloves. Okay, I have a friend that got very, very ill from handling old coins, and if you do a lot of this, it could happen to you. Now, on the flip side, if it's really, really shiny, some people I know tumble. If you have a tumbler like I do, you could easily throw your grody old junk in the tumbler and make it shine like crazy, and then sell it to unsuspecting people who think it is, a BU, a 100-year-old coin. So be careful with that. Nonetheless, these look authentic and good. 24.3 times face, then we're going to take $6 off at about 20. I'm sorry, these are 24.3. We could get that down to 23.7 times face. And you'd be very near melt on this deal right here. I think I showed you this yesterday. That's a good deal for you people. Just want an easy point and click, way to buy junk without messing around with the coin dealers on YouTube, which are kind of a hassle to buy from, honestly. All right, but they come through. All right, I do recommend them. And if you do this, you have to have a 3% rebate credit card to take advantage of what I'm talking about here. If you don't, you need to get one, okay? Credit cards are your friend when it comes to making money on metals. And you make money when you buy right, okay? That's when you make the money. Big bag of quarters, 24 times face. Ooh, well, that's not bad. Coin exchange. Is that coming from Canada? That is coming from New York. So Canada schleps their silver down over the border. But look how nasty those look. Oh, those are culls. I thought it said no culls. It actually says culls. So you're going to get slicks here, and those go on weight. They don't go on face. So it's a disingenuous ad to price it based on face. But nonetheless, it's 24 times face and 25 times face, which will probably be under melt on that. So if you don't mind slicks, I mean, the coin shops will probably buy them, and maybe that's the way to go. I've never liked that, though. I don't like slicks. How about a big bag of Mercs this morning if you're going for the home run? 26 times face, about 25 out the door, because Mercs will appreciate faster when junk starts to run. All right, and I like the Carson Cities and MS65s if you're diversifying your stack. That's the other reason people do collector coins and high premium coins. They do also do numismatics. They diversify their stack. When bullion prices are going up, sometimes numismatics stay flat. When bullion prices are dropping, sometimes numismatics run. Matter of fact, numismatics are more reliable in terms of appreciation than typical silver and gold, because that trends with the dollar and with the 10-year yield and what's going on with central banks. So it's just a way to diversify. I wouldn't do more than 25% of your stack in numismatics, but if you are going to do that, pick yourself up a very high value coin. The best coins appreciate the best, so, and the highest grades appreciate the best, and the rare rarest coins appreciate the best. So if you're unclear what to do with your numismatic collection, you can always buy something like a $500 Carson City Morgan, okay? And I don't think you can go wrong with that over time. The ones that I bought over the last 10 years are just going out of sight. So that's just another way to roll with that. And the high relief peace dollar is another way to do that. All right, let's do a kilo on eBay. Can we get a deal here? 11.18, $30 off would put you at about 10.90. Which is not a bad price, but let's see if we can beat that. Here is your vintage bar of the day for you people that want a lot of silver and a collectible bar and something super bitchin' to look at. Look at this one here. Good seller, pretty good feedback, 3,550, 100 ounce Engelhard Bull logo, Canadian made, hand poured bar. And I don't know what generation that is. You can look that up on allengelhard.com. But now when you go to sell this, you get $1 back a spot over at Vermilion. But if you hold it and FOMO comes back and people continue to collect vintage bars, well, you could do a lot worse than something like that at $34.50 out the door. What's that? About $1.50 over spot or something. Right now, collector market is pretty quiet, and that's why you're going to find some stuff like this that you could hoard and wait for better days. You might be waiting a while. And then again, if you're wrong, you're out a couple bucks, okay? Per ounce. All right, that's my spiel on that. A kilo kook this morning is 11.40. You'll be about 11.10 out the door. That is BU. If you're going to buy these, make sure you get the Brilliant uncirculated because they could be all messed up, and you wouldn't want to go with a collector coin if it's all messed up. 100-ounce bar this morning, if you're going to melt it, or you're just going to invest, skip the 50s, 30, ooh, that's too good to be true. That's out of stock. BGASC playing the tickler deal. That one's out of stock as well. And look at this. The W prefix Engelhard is the cheapest 100-ounce bar. Wow, how about that? $33.60 out the door for 100-ounce bars. That's going to be about $1 over spot, isn't it? Let's do 1-ounce rounds this morning. They are $34.64, $33.64 out the door after 3% rebate. Did I go backwards? I don't know what I did. 1/10 gold and random gold. If gold is gold to you, you might pick up this maple. It is in stock. It is a good seller, pretty good feedback. $3.24. Then you're going to take $9 off. You'll be about $3.14 on a 1/10 gold maple, and doesn't say it's BU. You'll have to check that if you're only buying BU coins. Might be circulated. Okay, that's good for 1/10 gold. That's a good deal there. 1/4 ounce gold. How cheap can we get 1/4 ounce gold? And don't make me buy a first spouse coin. Oh my God, they're so ugly. Let's see, although I love all our president's wives. Literally, no. Okay, 1/4 ounce random gold is $7.78. Down to the last one here. You're going to be $20. You'll be at about $7.50 something, which would be pretty close to melt on those if you like that kind of generic gold is gold. If you're looking for a Panda, $7.75 minus 3%. Okay, so let's go on to the 1/4 ounce gold eagle, and let's see how cheap we can get that. Nobody bought this one yesterday, or is this a new one? Out of stock, yeah, somebody bought that. That was good in the slab, and you got the slab for free, and it was cheaper than the generic coin. Let's see, and cull condition. Ooh, cull condition 1/4 ounce eagles, $7.93. Then take $24 off. Then you'd be at $7.70. $7.70 for a 1/4 ounce gold eagle. It's all messed up. Let's see if that's worth taking the chance on. $7.70 for an all messed up 1/4 ounce gold eagle. And the dealer is going to charge you $7.89. No, I would not do that. I need a bigger savings than that to get scratched gold. But it would be sovereign gold, so there you go. But your dealer won't like it when you present it to them. He's going to give you a haircut. Let's go to a 1 ounce gold eagle. 1 ounce gold eagle this morning is going to be $30.34. Is that real? That's in stock. That is a good seller, pretty good feedback. Oh, that's bullion.com. I think that's the same company. So here, see, they're blowing out their gold eagles. I bet they're losing money on these because I don't think the U.S. Mint has changed their premium to authorized purchasers. Um, is bullion.com. I suspect bullion.com is related to AppMex, and AppMex is an authorized purchaser, but that's just speculation on my part. Right, so let's do the math on this. If we get 3% off on that, that's 90 bucks. That's going to put us at 29.44 out the door, and if you buy a few, there's another $10 off. So you can compare that to the price above, but that's basically melt, right? Let's go back to Kitco. 29.94, and gold is at I'm sorry, 29.38. So that is $60 over, and you can compare that to the deal up above to see which one is cheaper. The bigger the gold, the bigger the savings. Now buffaloes were not so cheap this morning, and here you can get a buffalo for $30.95, and that's going to be about $3,000 out the door. That will definitely beat the dealer price if you're shopping for buffaloes and you're tired of waiting for Costco to bring any up. Okay, and check what they sell those for at the coin shops on YouTube. Maybe they have a deal on those. $50 over, something like that. You may get it under $3,000 at somewhere like Vermilion. Let's do a Krugerrand. All right, we got a Krugerrand, 3,058, and then that'd be about 29.68 out the door, about 30 bucks over spot on a Krugerrand right there. That's not a bad little price on that. Let's keep going here. The Tudor Dragon coins, Tudor Beast coins, you can get the quarter ounce for $7.97, and the 1 ounce as cheap as 3,055. That'd be about 29.65 out the door, about 30 bucks over melt. That's a British sovereign coin. Yes, I think the bull is ugly, and I don't really like the unicorn either. I would get the dragon, guys. Now, you know, that's your coin shop won't pay you any more, but get the dragon. Have some fun. That's a nice looking coin. And whether quarter ounce or 1 ounce, I get that dragon coin. That's the only one I have liked in that series so far. How about a $5 commemorative? Those are going for as little as $7.20. Something wrong with that one. $7.47, so 20 bucks off, $7.26, something like that, out the door for a 0.24 ounce of gold. Let's keep going here. And the pennies. Oh boy, the penny story. Now I confirmed yesterday, using Google, I mean, if that can be trusted, that the U.S. Mint has not agreed to discontinue the penny. Okay, maybe they're waiting on an act of Congress. President Trump has asked them to discontinue pennies. All of a sudden, pennies are going for 4 cents and stuff like that. I would not get sucked into this story. It could take them 5 years to discontinue the penny, or they could do it tomorrow. But the U.S. Mint has not confirmed that they are going to discontinue the penny. Should they? Of course they should. And the nickel as well. They lose money on both coins, and I would buy nickels over pennies all day long because you can buy them for a nickel, and they have copper and nickel in them. 75 copper, 25 nickel. Both commodities are going to be rising here, in my opinion. So don't pay up for a penny, and don't buy your copper with copper pennies. Get your copper in your nickels that you get from the bank in $100 boxes. And that's the smart play, not the speculation. The other thing I'm worried about is if they do discontinue the penny, watch zinc commodity prices, and that could really take a hit. Zinc could take a hit if the U.S. Mint stops buying all the zinc. Okay, and what else we got here? We got Platinum Noble. I won't do it. Stuff in my eBay store. If you're looking for something exotic or collector, you can always check my eBay store. Ask me for a friend discount. Okay, new members can pick up, and anybody who is a member of the channel membership, Stacker Family Channel membership, $4.99 a month, can pick up my poured silver, which I labor over intently, for $2.50 an ounce over spot plus $5 shipping. You can pick up these 5-ounce bars right here. You can pick up another collector bar that I poured recently. So every month, if you want that, just let me know, and I'll set you up with a nice deal on poured silver if you like poured silver. Okay, let's the best deal on vintage. Oh, I don't know. That's an old one. That's an old listen. Let me keep going here. Okay, and Star Privy Eagle, I'll skip. You may need a precious metals verifier. This one is very cheap. It's more old school. Doesn't have all the fancy bells and whistles, but it will work just fine if you want to buy that. If you buy that, I suggest you use the credit cards I'm going to recommend in a little bit. Okay, there's an empty Monster box. Don't buy that. It's way too heavy, guys. Get the mini Monster boxes and try to keep your silver boxes under 250 ounces. The Food Saver is very good for storing your precious metals, vacuum sealing them so they don't tarnish, which diminishes the value. And keep your your zip bags, your vacuum sealed bags under 200 ounces. Very easy to move, store, hide, transport 200 ounce packs of vacuum sealed silver. Okay, and gold, well, you don't need to do anything to gold. Okay, and let's see, you can refine your bars with the Devil Forge. That's very, very cheap. Here's the Amex card I recommend. You need to pick this up if you have good credit. If you don't have good credit, don't even bother. You're going to get $250 cash back. A lot of people play this credit card game. They pick up, you don't want to hurt your credit, but you can sustain a fair number of credit cards without hurting your credit as long as you don't rotate them too quickly. Sometimes you just need to cancel a card, and you could take a little hit for that. But picking up these credit cards, they will pay you if you start using a new credit card. So tell me what's wrong with this deal. You pick up the American Express Clear Blue Cash card if you have good credit. You buy 1 ounce of gold, okay, you get $250 cash back, and you get 3% cash back on the purchase. Okay, so that's how that works, and then move on to the next card. The PayPal credit card doesn't have a rebate, but you get 3% unlimited cash back with the PayPal credit card. That stops working. You pick up, the Capital One card. I think there's a rebate there. Capital One Quicksilver card. I highly recommend this card. Now, it's only 1.5% cash back, but it's unlimited, taken everywhere. But then the kicker deals are crazy mad kicker deals, like 5% on Chewy or 3% on eBay, or all kinds of other places if you're going to travel, etc. You want to click through the special offers. You don't even have to use the Quicksilver card. Then you can check out with your PayPal card and get yourself 8% off on eBay as we speak. And then you can pick up something like a Food Saver or a Precious Metals Verifier. That's how you get like 8% off. Or if you're buying a new laptop, something like that. Anyway, it does not work on precious metals most of the time, okay? So if you're using that on precious metals and you don't get a confirmation within a day or two that it worked, it probably won't work. Okay, and here's other stuff you can take a look at. Here's a new deal of the day, pick of the day. And if you're going to buy a kilo of silver, you might as well get a silver koala for 1,102 this morning. Or are these messed up? Oh man, I blew it. Okay, possible signs of wear and tear. I don't like that. You're going to be disappointed with that. If it was nice looking, they would have sold it as BU. So I made a mistake putting that in there. The cowboy round is still very nice, but you got to pay up for that. The Egyptian round is also very nice, last in the series, and you'll have to pay up for that quite a bit actually, $40 an ounce. I wouldn't buy any more of those unless I was collecting the set. If you're going to pay $40 an ounce, you probably ought to pick up the Black Flag series here. Only 15,000 of those minted. All right, my phone's blowing up, and let's see what else we got here. Let me keep going and do my thank yous. Okay, all these picks of the day, and check some of those out. There's your boxes of nickels. Go to the bank, pick those up, get yourself a pallet. You can find them on the street, and just stack that pallet with nickels until it cracks the concrete floor. A box of nickels that's $100 today, you're buying like 6-7 cents worth of metal content, copper and nickel. And when you get up to a ton of nickels, you'll see how much money you're going to make on those. And yes, you can sell them on eBay. But it's like a 10-year play, a 5 or a 10-year play for you young guys. Your kids will thank you if you do that. At some point, you'll be able to bust out these rolls and sell them on eBay, for whatever, 100% profit. That's what's coming. And you ever wonder why your parents didn't stack, wheat pennies or silver dimes or anything. Well, they weren't smart enough, okay? You be smart enough so your kids can enjoy the precious metals content of stuff that's worth stacking. And probably stayed too long on that story there. Okay, I like Vermilion Enterprises. I like Minot Coin and Bullion. I like Coin Huskers. You're just going to have to click into their websites, subscribe, get their alerts, and watch for their flash sales. And if you are going to sell to any of these guys, I think they advertise their buy prices from you. The disadvantage to Vermilion, who I think has the best buy prices, correct me if I'm wrong, is he will not provide a shipping label. Okay, he doesn't do that. So when you ship to him, I suggest if you're sending thousands of dollars of metals, I mean anything over at least a couple $1,000s of metals, send it USPS registered mail. Okay, it'll get there eventually, and none of the other insurances work. Okay, FedEx, UPS, USPS, their insurance products do not work on precious metals unless you're like a coin dealer or something like that for FedEx. So don't think a lot of the people buying insurance, even buying insurance on eBay, etc., does not work on precious metals and coins. So you got to go registered mail, in my opinion, and you can easily do that, guys. It just takes a little extra packing precaution, and you pay a little bit more. The alternative is sell to JM Bullion, for example, and there are other dealers that buy as well, so could be better deals. And they're going to send you an insured label, FedEx label, and then you are generally protected. However, their buy prices are quite low. So gold, typically, you can get a pretty good buy price from a JM Bullion. Something like silver rounds, no, you'll lose a fortune. So I don't know. I just wanted to let you know. Somebody was asking that question. Thank you for supporting my work. Okay, Bolden is a sponsor of this website. That's why I don't take commissions from the big bullion houses. When they offer it, I turn it down. I want to stay independent, but you can help me if you like what I'm doing here by checking out bolden.com. It is planning your financial future. If you're in your 40s, 50s, early 60s, you want to know where your line's going to go and if you even have a chance of retiring, and it is so robust, it's ridiculous. I found out about it from another YouTube channel. I'm a paid member, and that's how I knew I could retire, because I have the data to back it up. And my wife always says, "Are you sure we can retire?" You show her your analysis from bolden.com, planning all your rates of returns, your investments, your pensions, and your precious metals, and everything else. And it'll tell you when you can retire. Don't wing it, guys. And you got to measure if you're planning to ever retire. All right, and you can buy me a cup of coffee. Thank you so much for those cups of coffee. It keeps me going, guys. You can also join my stacker family here and welcome new stackers. The way new guys join this is clicking this join button at the very bottom of this video, and YouTube will bang you $4.99 a month for that, but you'll be in the inner circle. You'll have unlimited access to me, and you get some silver at $2.50 over spot if you're looking for poured silver. And I have you guys can contact me anytime for anything you need. The best way to grab me is email to losinglouis@yahoo.com. Or I check all the comments every day on all my videos, and I respond to many of them, or I give it a heart if I've read it and just don't have time to respond, or it doesn't warrant a response. So I'm checking your messages, etc. You can also check this website here. You can contact me through the website. I view those less often. Okay, so welcome new members, and thank you for supporting my work here. I also have an Amazon store. If you need to pick up these silica packs, there's no reason not to. They're cheap, and you need them. Put them in every ammo can you've got, every monster box, everywhere, to keep that tarnish off your silver. When your silver is tarnished, the dealers will pay less. And you don't want to have to take out 500 silver eagles and dip them all, right? So invest in these silica packs. And here's some prepping items for the zombie apocalypse, and some safes if you want to keep your stuff safe. All right, we're going to go over to, there's the Capital One card, and here is an example of what's going on right now. 4% kicker, guys, when you shop on eBay. eBay is not to be feared. eBay is where often dealers move the products they can't sell at higher prices. Now, not that this Capital One kicker deal works for precious metals, but you buy other stuff, don't you? I'm just saying, it's a great card. So click this link right here and join, and oh, like $200 cash back there as well. Okay, you don't want to know what they pay. It's not enough. But boy, things are percolating in the retail market. A little teeny bit of FOMO. Let's call it FEMO. I mean, little teeny bit coming back. Even Vermilion Enterprises, Mr. $25 silver prediction, is hoarding his junk right now. He literally said a couple of videos, I'm starting to hold on to my junk because I see something coming here. Well, yeah, silver's on a bull run. It never went back to 25. It touched 29 there for a minute and then blasted off again, and here we are pushing 35. Okay, and I think 40 is in the cards, but I think we'll repel off 35 after we try that a couple times. Here are some previous deals. Hey, put up your pictures in the website, in the chat room, if you want to show off what you're buying, especially the stuff you bought for the President's Day sale. If you were following me and the gang on President's Day, a lot of people got some pretty good deals. Nothing fantastic, but pretty good. A lot of silver at spot and a little bit of gold at spot as well. There's some other bars I have poured, and you can ask me to pour you something if you want. Let's see, and I lost the chat room. Okay, I'm going to skip the chat room this morning. Thank you for watching. If you appreciate what I'm doing here, thumbs up. Greatly helps the channel. Subscribe helps it even more. Doesn't cost a thing. And you can also subscribe to the website. About 1,000 people have done that so far. Everything's totally free unless you want to give back. Okay, guys, I appreciate you, and I will see you tomorrow. Oh, should we check spot price one more time? My phone's been ringing. Let's see, we got gold selling off here $1 and silver down 2 cents. And the stock market looks like it wants to open down. So no predictions there. Okay, guys, I will see you tomorrow. Bye now.